Hi y'all! Hello guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings. Tarot readings from the heart. It's been a long time, I know. Jeez, oh my goodness. I know, what happened? You know what happened, don't you? You know, for you guys that watch, are my avid watchers, thank you for, sticking with me in the channel and everything. You know that back in November, I took 3 weeks off because I was kind of really ill with flu, sciatica and a dodgy foot. Oh man, it was tough. And you know the story of that because I let you guys know what was going down with me, why I hadn't been on the channel. And then I recorded some videos for that week and then I was off again. So I think when I counted it up, because we're nearing the 7th, and I think it was the 7th of November that I actually went off. And then I came back near, I think it might have been something like, I don't know, the 30th of November or something when I re-recorded something. And then I went off again around the 30th or the 7th of December, something like that in between those dates. And then I came back again and I said, okay, I'm going to, I'm going to be more consistent. I'm a lot better. And I was a lot better and I have been a lot better. Thank you, Lord, because it was a bad illness back in November. But then, obviously, you guys know that I had, because I was ill, I had this huge backlog of clients. I mean, loads of them. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Especially on the year aheads. I mean, I had people ordering other readings, but also a lot of year aheads, because it's the time of year when you have a lot of people wanting to do their 12-month forecast, that type of thing. And don't get me wrong, my website has always been I'm very proud of what I've created with the website. I'm very proud of the fact that I've created a very successful business. I'm now branching into other areas and things like that. It's great. But I noticed that because I'd been ill as well. Sorry, that's my Alexa. Alexa, don't turn on. I'm not talking to you. I noticed because I'd been ill, I'd had a lot of clients, and then I had more clients coming in for the year ahead. So I think all in all, in around 2 months, because we're nearing the 7th anyway, and when this reading goes up, it's probably going to be around the 7th of January or something like that. So all in all, in around 2 months, I've only been on twice. Sorry guys, I'm really sorry, but first it was illness, and then it was, it's taken me literally 2 months to get all of the year aheads and the other readings done and down. And I'm now comfortably at a position where I can finally come back onto YouTube and record. So I just really wanted to come and explain why I haven't been on, why I've not been consistent with the channel. It's because I've been really busy on the website. So instead of putting up a weekly this week, I'm going to put up a month ahead. So we're also going to look at, I know it's a little bit late, I know, but yeah, we're going to look from around January 7th through to February 7th. Okay, so we're going to look whatever time I know that this is going up, I'm going to put it from there. So we're going to look, yeah, we're going to look around January 7th or 8th through to February 7th or 8th. So we're going to do a monthly like that. And instead of having the 1st of Jan to the end of Jan, we're going to have a look at, Jan to, Feb, whatever the dates are, okay, that I start, all right? So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's get on with the reading, guys. As from next week, I'll be back onto the weeklies, but really I just wanted to kind of just say thank you and put out a couple of kind of biggest, largest readings out to you guys, all right? Love you guys loads. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hi guys, welcome to your month ahead reading. This is from January the 8th, Wednesday, January the 8th through to February the 7th. Is that right? Yeah, February. I'm not very good at these dates. Okay, no, we're going to go from January the 8th through to February 8th, okay? I think that's kind of like a full month on sort of thing, isn't it? Yeah. So we're looking at the next sort of 4 weeks or so, okay? From January 8th, 2020 through to February 8th, 2020, okay? Because I'm starting a little bit later, just 1 week kind of into the month. For your month ahead this week, and I will be back with weeklies, guys. It's just that I fancy doing a month ahead this week. We are going to use one of the newest decks that I've got. I actually had this for my family for Christmas. It's all the way from America. It's a lovely deck. I really like this. The Tarot Elementals. Tarot of the Natural. Beautiful. And it's illustrated by 81 artists. Written by Trish. What's that name? Trish Sullivan. Okay, I couldn't see that. Yeah, illustrated by 81 artists. So every single deck, every single card has a different artist. So you'll see the difference in the styles showing up, but it's lovely. It's quite big as well. So we're going to use that. We're probably going to do, I'm wondering I don't even know what spread I'm going to do today, but I just feel that, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to just do a 20 card spread and just talk about what I see in the cards showing up. Well, no, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do a Celtic cross. That's what I'll do. I'll do that today. I haven't done that in a while. Clarifies, we may use the Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. This is another deck. I've got about 3 of these. One for clients, one for YouTube, and one for my own study deck. This is the YouTube one. And for your spiritual advice for the month, we're using either both or one of either. Carl Gray's Keepers of the Light Oracle cards or the Blessed Be cards by Lucy Cavendish. All right, here we go. Bear with me and we're going to make a start on your reading. Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. I hope you guys are really well. It's good to be back. We're going to do your month ahead reading. I am going to carry on doing weeklies. I love doing the weeklies, but I just felt that as I'm coming back in after such a big break, I've only been on twice in 2 months on YouTube, and I really wanted to kind of just come back with a couple of big readings. You'll already have your live spread sitting next door for the first 6 months of the year. So if you want to check that out, so what's happening around your work, your love and your finances, please go ahead. But this is a monthly reading. Now I'm coming late in the day in January, sort of 1 week in, so I've decided to run it from January 8th through to February 8th. And I've got so many tarot decks at the moment on the desk. I'm working for my family's house at the moment because my darling niece is not very well, so I've just come to look after her today. So I've just brought like about 10 decks with me. There should be a video at the beginning anyway, just saying the majority of decks that I'm actually using for these readings. But I thought I'd carry a few additional ones that aren't showing in that kind of rundown of the cards that I'm using. So I'm going to use a This Might Hurt tarot. I fancy using this one for Pisces for your month ahead reading. We're going to do it in the style of the Celtic cross. Okay, so this is a phenomenal deck. It's not mass market, it's indie. I love indie decks because they're better quality. So this year I've kind of put one of my resolutions in to say that this year, 2020, is going to be a year where I'm focusing on buying more indie decks rather than mass market, and also backing some Kickstarters because I'm missing out on some really good Kickstarter cards as well. All right, so let's have a look. We're going to have a look for Pisces and see what's happening in the month for Pisces. Okay, Pisces, so the cards are down. Let's have a look at what's going on here. So the energy around you guys in between January 8th and February 8th is going to be, let's have a look what card chucked itself out. The King of Wands. So it shows a person. As an energy, the King of Wands is all about confidence and asserting yourself and ambition and motivation and determination, and this can show travel as well, can the King of Wands. I mean, if you're the King of Wands, it culminates always. If you say, am I going to be pregnant within the next 9 months, and the King of Wands shows as an outcome, it's a yes. Because it's a yes card. It's a card about success and things being achieved. In fact, any of the kings indicate something being achieved. But I feel that this might be a person around some of you Pisces people. This could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Does not have to be. Usually he's seen as being an Aries though. Sorry, not Aries, Leo. Let's have a look at what the reason is. So this card here is the foundation of this one. So this should tell us one of the reasons, and also this one will as well. What's the reason for this? What's the reason that this person is around you? Because of strength. So some of you guys might be involved in a passionate relationship with this person. Okay. And also you might be taking care of this person. If King of Wands is a Leo and the Lion is the Leo, then it would stand to reason, Pisces, that maybe you are the lady here. Even though she's meant to be a Virgo, it would stand to reason that you are the lady taking care of this person. I get the impression that this might be something to do with a very strong, passionate, very committed relationship. It feels already in the reading like it might be a soulmate relationship to me. Because I read the Strength card as also being a very strong, connected, spiritual, emotional, sexually connected relationship. There's a lot of strength here, but also with the lady having the power over the Lion as well. It just feels like you have a great deal of maybe power concerning an individual. It feels like you've got a very powerful relationship with someone, and it feels like somebody is very much trusting off you, perhaps, Pisces. Let's have a look at the other reason. So what is also influencing this person being around? Temperance. So temperance is influencing the energy of this person being around you. So it could be that there's been a reconciliation here. So what's influencing this King of Wands around you in January, Pisces, is that I feel with the temperance energy, it feels like you've worked through some form of a problem with this person. Because temperance, when that shows up in a reading, and I think it might be love, it shows reconciliation of differences. It shows working through a situation. It feels things are mellowing as well, because temperance means to modify and to mellow. Okay, so maybe there was an energy that was a problem. Maybe you had an issue with this person, but it feels like something has mellowed. And also, the root issue for why this King of Wands shows up around you is all about the strength energy here. It feels like almost like somebody's starting to trust you here, Pisces, because I read the King of Wands also as being a Leo, and this is Leo. Strength is Leo. The lion is called Leo, though. So it actually feels like somebody is starting to trust you here. And it feels like the reason that they're showing up is that maybe they've mellowed with the temperance energy, or maybe there's been some reconciliation between you and this individual here. What's happened in the last 2 months concerning, last 2 to 3 months? This area, the recent past, I usually read as the last sort of 2 to 3 months area. So in the last 2 to 3 months, what did we have around this situation? So there's definitely something about a reconciliation. It feels like you guys... It feels like in the recent past, in the last 2 to 3 months, you could have reconciled with this person. And it feels like this person with the temperance energy is starting to mellow. That's why they're there. Because they're showing up around you, because the influence for why they're there is temperance. And temperance can be that maybe this person's mellowed, maybe they've worked through a problem. It actually feels like with you being, I feel, the lady here, and them being the lion, it feels like you've mellowed them. It feels like they're allowing themselves to be under your control, Pisces. They're starting to trust you. I think you might have reconciled maybe within the last 2 to 3 months for some of you guys with this person. What's the most likely outcome for this situation then in January? The Hierophant, I feel commitment. I feel there's going to be a real commitment between you and this individual. I think that there's going to be a commitment. But it's only, remember the tarot can only look at if things carry on the way that they're going. So if things carry on the way that they're going, there will be a commitment. There will be a, you know, a more official stance taken on the relationship. This person could ask you to marry them, or if you've been married to them, they'll ask you to marry them again, probably with the Hierophant in time for Valentine's, that type of thing. I'm going to be doing some Valentine's readings anyway. Who are you? So you're in this area here, Pisces, and this shows how you're approaching the situation. This is showing how you're feeling about everything. Let's have a look. You're raring to go. You are ready to go with the Knight of Wands. I feel that you're showing us feeling very positive about the situation. I wish that it's really weird the way that when I've got this thing put up at my apartment, it stretches out really nicely. I don't know why it doesn't. Maybe because my table at home is much bigger than the one I'm working from here. But you're showing us the Knight of Wands, Pisces, ready to go, raring to go, very determined, very motivated, very kind of, you're filled with lots of energy and lots of passion. You're very driven now. It's almost like you're feeling a renewed sense of hope with this Knight of Wands energy, because you're showing us being the Knight of Wands, raring to go. Okay, because I feel that it feels like somebody's starting to trust you. That's how it feels. It feels like you reconciled with them in the last 2 to 3 months. Because this area here, the recent past, is usually what's been happening in the last 2 to 3 months. That's how I read that area. So it feels like you came back with this person, and it feels like they've started to mellow. With the temperance energy, it feels like they've started to mellow, and that's why they're showing up as around you in January 2020. Because I feel that they're starting to trust you here. You're the lady here, Pisces, and they are the Leo, the lion. There might be a Leo, there might not, but the fact is I think that they're really starting to trust you. I think that you're really starting to build this kind of bond, and it could lead to commitment. It seems like all systems go here for you and this individual here. It looks like you're starting to really come into your own, both of you in this relationship. How do we see things transpiring? Well, this area here, remember, is only based on what's going on here so far. So what can we see coming in latter stages of January? Okay, the Two of Pentacles. It feels to me with that Two of Pentacles, I'm hoping that somebody isn't starting to weigh things up here with the Two of Coins. Because the Two of Coins can mean that you're juggling a couple of things. It might mean in love sometimes things become a little bit unstable. The Two of Coins in a love reading can mean that somebody's weighing things up. I'm probably going to clarify that and ask what that means. Okay. We're going to get a magnifier on this. We call it the magnifier. We want to magnify this situation and see what's been going on. Okay. So some people do the past of the situation of the Two of Coins, the present of the situation, and the future of the situation. Okay, actually I think we'll do like that. Show me in 3 cards, what's been the past of this Two of Coins in the first card, the present of the Two of Coins in the second card, and what's happening in the future concerning this Two of Coins in the future area here. So let's have a look. In the past, the Queen of Wands, you got a lot of wands around you. So I feel that there could have been somebody here. There could have been, it's not you. It might be that this King of Wands had somebody else in the past, this Queen. Okay, and in the present, there's been no communication here. Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords can talk about there being direct communication. I'm hoping this person is not communicating with this woman here, because it shows 2 queens. It shows a woman in the past, so a person, a male, female, Queen of Wands, whoever this is, because men will be watching this, and it's tricky sometimes to read a female when a man's like, no, that's my story, but, you know, blah, blah. Or, you know, that type of thing. But male or female, there was somebody else in the past. So whoever this King of Wands is around you, who's wanting to commit, you know, they're really starting to kind of bond with you, and they're starting to trust you here, Pisces. You've reconciled in the last 3 months, 2 to 3 months with that 3 of Cups energy, and the Temperance energy showing here is all about kind of what's influencing this person being around you is that they want to make amends as well with the Temperance energy. So they've kind of calmed down a little bit, and they actually want to make amends. They want to ask for your forgiveness, I think, with the Temperance energy as well. So the reason that they're around is not only because they're bonding with you now and they're starting to trust you. I think they're mellowing and they're wanting to make amends with you, and it could lead to commitment, and you're all raring to go here. The problem coming in though, Pisces, possibly latter stages of January, is that this person, who I think is the King of Wands, is starting to weigh things up again. We've got in the past, there was a woman here, male, female. If it's male, it's got a Queen of Wands energy. Whoever it is, we've got a person here, a Queen of Wands in the past. In the present, I don't know whether that's somebody who's communicating or not communicating, because Queen of Swords can mean that you've cut somebody out, or it can mean that you're communicating because she's directly communicating. What's happening in the future? Queen of Cups energy. Oh my God, you've got 3 queens. So 3 queens in a reading is all about friendship. I read this as friendship usually. 3 queens in this area, friendship. Usually this is very strong, so but I'm not going to read, it doesn't feel like that. You've got 3 queens in a row here. Usually that's strong feminine energy. So I think that I'm just going to read this as competitive. It feels like it's competitive. However, I do feel that, do you know what I think's happening here? I think that this person may be, I'm going to clarify that Queen of Swords. Is it communication or not? Universe Spirit, what do you mean by the Queen of Swords? Is this person communicating with this person here right now? Are they communicating with this person here right now? Or is it no communication? Show me 1 card. What do you mean by this Queen of Swords? Yeah, they've been communicating, the 3 of Cups. So they've probably been talking to them. I get the impression that this King of Wands, who says now they're starting to trust you, Pisces, 3 of Cups energy showing here, they reconciled with you in the last 3 months, 2 to 3 months, there was a reconciliation potentially showing here. Could also be in the last 3 weeks, but usually this is like recent past, so it's around the 2-3 month stage, prior to the events, what's going on now. And this area here usually leads to what's happening here. So I feel that last 2-3 months you guys reconciled. We've got this Temperance card, and it's within the last 2 to 3 months, so it could have been last week. Last 2 to 3 months you guys reconciled. And what's influencing this person being around you is because with the Temperance energy, they want to reconcile differences with the Temperance energy. They've mellowed as a person, and also they want to try and kind of, you know, ask for forgiveness. They want to make things right. All right, and if things carry on, it will lead to commitment, proper commitment between the both of you, because I think that this person may have hurt you in the past. But coming in, I'm seeing this King of Wands starting to hedge his or her bets. Okay, they're going to start weighing things up, because in the past they had somebody else showing here. All right, Now, I'm wondering, though, if this is in the present, they've got someone else, and in the future, they're going to have someone else. Because there's 3 queens here, and there's 3 of cups there. I don't know whether you should trust this person. I don't know whether you can trust them. I'm not being funny, and I don't want to start off the new year with a shitty reading, Pisces, but it feels freaking funny that we've got 3 women and 3 cups. And I asked, is this person communicating with this queen? And it said yes. The 3 of cups would be a yes. It just feels like they're communicating with someone. In the future, there might be somebody else. Or the Queen of Cups in the future can be that they've closed their heart. Let's have a look at the outside influences that are affecting the situation. External. The Judgment energy showing here. So this is kind of the outside influences. This can be people. This can be, you know, situations affecting whatever this outcome is. But outside of the situation, we have Judgment. Somebody who is weighing things up with the Judgment energy. Somebody who has to make a life-changing decision. A big decision with Judgment energy. This can also be something that is resurrected from the past. Can you please just give me the past of Judgment, the present of Judgment, and the future of Judgment, please? Just give me a magnifier on that area and what it's about. So in the past, oh my God, you've got all these cards showing up again. You've got Strength again. So in the past, we had Strength. In the present, we've got somebody who's the 9 of Cups. And in the future, we've got the 4 of Swords, taking a break. You know, I just get the impression that in the past, I think this is to do with this man here, this King of Wands, that maybe in the outside influences, this person, because it would really be now, this person outside of the relationship is having a pretty good time, I think, with that 9 of Cups. I think that they were very strong in the past. I think that they tried to be good. They tried not to give in to their, you know, to their desires, as it were. But right now, they're giving into it with that 9 of Cups. And then in the future with the 4 of Swords, they'll take a break again. I get the impression you've got somebody around you who can't be trusted, Pisces. They jump from one thing to the other. Now they're in the phase where they're like, no, I'm going to be true to you. I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be, you know, I want to reconcile our differences, temperance. I want to settle down. You know, I'm not messing around anymore. I've given up the drink, or I've given up the girls, or whatever. Or the boys, whatever it is. But then they start with the 2 of Coins energy showing it. And do you know what just minded me when I looked at the fingers? It felt like itchy fingers or itchy feet. Something like they've got itchy feet with the 2 of Coins. They're weighing things up. They're juggling other people as well. This isn't just weighing. I think that they're juggling other people in the next... By January, they've gone back to who they were before. By the end of January, this person will have taken up with their bad habits again. I see them juggling 3 people. There's other women involved. You've got competitors here, I think, Pisces. All right, because we've got the 3 of Cups here. And I'm just going to... Even though I asked the question, are they communicating? It gave me a yes anyway. But those 3 queens there, it looks like competitors. It looks like they've got other people on the go. Because I've got 3 of Cups, 3 women, 3 cups. It looks to me like they're messing about with other people. And outside of the relationship, the environment that you find yourself in, the energies around you, is Judgment. And I feel that this person with the Judgment energy outside is doing the things that they've done before. Judgment is also resurrection. They're calling people that they've called before. They're speaking to people that they've spoken to before. They're going back to their old ways. They're not making a big life, defining decision here. They're not really at a crossroads, And they might be at a crossroads because in the past, this King of Wands, who now wants to suddenly be in a proper relationship with you, Pisces, but can't help themselves messing about by the end of January, outside of your relationship, we have Judgment. It feels to me like they're bringing people back. These souls coming up are people that I haven't spoken to in a while. So in the past, they had the strength to stay away from people that they knew. Other women, other guys. And then right now, they're having a good time with the 9 of Cups. They're having pleasure. They're going out, they're drinking, they're having a good time with the people that they knew before. Now in the future, probably going into February, they'll kind of go on a hiatus and they'll take a break from all of that. So it feels like they're taking up the bad habits here. What are the hopes or fears in this situation? The fear is that you're being lied to, the 7 of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords is a cheating card. It's not always cheating in love, but it is, I think, in this area. I think that your fear is that this person's going to lie to you again. They're going to cheat on you. They're going to mess you about. Seven of Swords energy. What is the overall outcome for this situation, Pisces? You've got this Queen of Wands again. I don't want to say that they choose to go with someone else, but I have that Queen here, and then I have her here as well. It feels like they're juggling multiple relationships in this area here. That's how it feels. You've got 3 Queens, 3 of Cups, and 2 of Coins. It just feels, and 2s in readings can mean multiple partnerships. It feels like you've got somebody who's juggling multiple partnerships, to me, on this reading. It feels like they've got multiple people. Right now, and what pisses me off is that they're making promises to you, I think, in January. I think that they're promising you and saying, no, things are going to be different. Things are going to be different. I'm going to have to clarify because it's a court card. Court cards are not always easy to interpret when they're on their own. But there's somebody around your relationship in the outcome, this Queen of Wands. Can you magnify the Queen of Wands for us, please? Give us more information, what you mean by the Queen of Wands. Show me the past of this Queen of Wands, the present of this Queen of Wands, and the future of this Queen of Wands. So in the past we had, there was communication here. This person here, with the Page of Wands, I believe, was exploring this individual. I think they were having some fun. There was a lot of communication in the past with this Queen. In the present, I'm still seeing emails and stuff being sent. Still looking around, still checking this person out. Still conversations happening here. Page of Swords is communication. Again, 2 communication card. This is emails and texts. I think this person is still texting this person, which is why when I asked if the Queen of Swords was contact or no contact, it came up with a yes of the 3 of Cups. I think this person in the outcome is going to be contacting this person again. What would the future of the situation be? The Empress, possibly growth, talk, trying to nurture something. Look, I don't want to do this on a bad note or anything, but I wouldn't trust whoever this person is if I could throw him. I wouldn't trust them. I just can't. I just don't. I just don't trust whoever this person is. I'm sorry, but I don't. Not at all. Let's do this reading again. You have an individual around you, a King of Wands. Male, female, very sexy, very good looking, very charismatic, knows that they've got it, knows that a lot of people are attracted to them. They're able to attract people to them like bees to honey. That's how the King of Wands is. Now, the reason that they're showing up is because of strength. Now, they could be a Leo and the line is the Leo. I think that you have been able to tame, because the strength card is all about taming another individual as well. So the reason that they're showing up around you is because you're able to tame them. And they don't mind you taming them at all, because what's influencing them being around is that they want reconciliation, temperance, all right? They want to work through whatever problems you've had. They want forgiveness. They want to smooth the situation out. They want balance to be restored to your relationship. Now, I thought that maybe within the last 2 to 3 months, you guys reconciled, showing here. Okay, and now this person's kind of like, you know what, I'm mellowing, I'm changing, I want us to reconcile, I want us to sort through our problems. That's why they're there. You're all raring to go here. You're the Knight of Wands. You're really interested, all right, because your energy is showing as the Knight of Wands, passionate, driven in the situation. They've got you back. They've got your interest again. Now, if things carry on the way that they're going, if this person carries on in terms of wanting to commit and wanting to have a really loving relationship with you, wanting to, wanting to resolve any differences, wanting to kind of like gain forgiveness for the hurt that they've probably caused you, it will lead, the most likely outcome is they're going to commit, the Hierophant. Okay, so the most likely outcome will be, Pisces, that this person will definitely commit to you. If they carry on, if they keep their promise, put it that way. However, I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them, because I'm just going to read it like this. They're going to be juggling the 2 of Coins. What I'm seeing here is this person is juggling multiple options. 2 of Coins energy. And it's clarifying, it's saying, because I was like the past, present, future. So in the past it could be, and she shows up again here, whoever this Queen of Wands is. We've got this person here, and I wanted to see whether that, because Queen of Swords can work 2 ways. You're either cutting someone out, or you're communicating with them quite strongly. And I wanted to see whether that was communication or whether that was them ignoring whoever this was. He come back with the Three of Cups and said, no, Carol, it's communication. That would be communication, because that's a get together, coming together. And I thought in the future, oh no, they're gonna cut this person out. They're gonna close their heart to this person, and they may well do. But read another way and looked at another way, it looks to me like this person is hedging their bets. They're dealing with multiple partnerships, and it's clarifying as three people: a Queen of Wands in the past, a Queen of Swords in the present, so there's somebody else here, possibly a fire sign in the past, an air sign in the present, and a water sign, which I don't believe is you, in the future. I mean, we could read that Queen of Cups as you, Pisces, but I just don't get the impression that it's you. I think if it is you, then with these two queens here, this person's having a really good time juggling all three of you, and we've got the Three of Cups here. So it looks to me like this person's just having multiple partnerships. They're just having a good time. Despite telling you that over the last 2 to 3 months, they really want to commit to you and they want to, you know, they want to resolve differences. They go back to their old ways. And I think it's showing in the external influences here where I'm seeing somebody... what's affecting this is that the Judgment, I feel this person's resurrecting a relationship again. I think they're resurrecting things. All right, because in the past, they tried to hold back. Right now... they're doing it again. Nine of Cups. They're having sex or they're having pleasure with whoever this person is. And in the future, they'll go again. So this person yo-yos, I think. When I look at the reading, Pisces, it just looks like this person yo-yos between different people. It's almost like they have fun doing it. It's like when they get bored with one person, then they go back to the other. And when they get bored with that person, then they go back to the other. They just cannot sit still. Your fear is, you know who they are. Your fear is that you're going to get lied to again. Seven of Swords. The overall outcome from where I see this person that's around you, Pisces, juggling multiple people here to where they seem to be reprising old relationships, the Judgment energy, relationships that they took a break on. Right now they go back and have a laugh with those relationships, and then in the future they go to sleep on those relationships again. From those two areas, we've got the overall outcome showing they'd probably go back to whoever this Queen of Wands is here, all right? Because in the past, they were having a lot of communication with this person. Right now, they're actually communicating again. Page of Swords. We saw them communicating in this area here. So right now, they're probably still sending that person texts. So the communication never really stops with whoever this Queen of Wands is. And I feel in the future, the Empress is... I don't think it's them settling down with this person. The Empress can also be sensual pleasures. They're just, you know, they're having a good time with them. They're nurturing something with them. It could just be a sex thing with them, with the Empress energy. If it resonates with you, Pisces, at all, I wouldn't waste my arse on whoever this person is. They're not serious. They're a narcissist. It feels to me, with the amount of people that this person has around them, Pisces, do you know what it feels like? It feels like this person consistently has what we call, in narcissistic terms, prime supply. Your prime supply, and whoever that Queen of Wands is prime supply. And then there's the other little sort of hangers on. That's why they're always resurrecting things. Because when they get bored, see, they have the strength of will to hold back. Then they have pleasure. They go back in. They reprise these relationships because they want to have some fun. And then they go back to kind of being quiet again with the Four of Swords. This person is on a merry-go-round. They're consistently doing this type of shit. They don't really care about commitment. They don't really care about falling in love. And I'm not being horrible, Pisces. It doesn't even look like they really care about you. They don't care about anyone. They don't care about this Queen of Wands. They don't care about whoever this Queen of Swords is, if this is a person here. And if this is you, they don't care about you either. They don't care about anyone. And you know that this person's a player. That's why your fears are Seven of Swords. This person's going to take the piss again. They're going to take the piss. Seven of Swords for me can be ghosting as well, because they've run off from the house. So you might even be afraid that they're going to ghost you. They're going to leave. They're just going to disappear. The trouble is they've got you all riled up again, because they've got you. They've pushed you back in. They've taken you back into the web, Pisces. That's the problem. They've taken you back into the web. What are you going to do? You already know who they are, because that's your fear, the Seven of Swords. You will know who this person is. Right? You know who they are. They can't be trusted. They'll tell you right now that they care about you and that they want to, you know, forgiveness, but they can't help themselves. They refuse to give up their passions. They refuse to give up their temptations. They refuse it. They want the best of both worlds. That's the problem with this individual. Completely down to you what you do, but I would be very careful with such a person as this. All right? They will probably never commit, no matter what they tell you, okay? That's all I'm saying, all right? You probably think, oh my God, it's New Year's and she's giving us this reading. Look, all I do is just read the cards and I read what my intuition tells me to do, and that's it. It looks like they are a player. Two of Coins is your player card as well, juggling multiple relationships. I would be very careful of who this person is because they're a bullshitter. Sorry. Let's have a look at the advice. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Pisces? Right, we had one card come out. Successful funding. I don't know why that showed up here, but it said, your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into a reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships and other investments are available to help you. Now, that's got nothing at all to do with this reading, but it's something that the universe wanted you to know nevertheless. All right, my darlings, thanks for joining me on this reading. If you want to see your 6 month ahead, it's sitting next door, so check that out. If you'd like to order a reading, you can click on the comment section below, and also you can click on the end screen. Okay, take care, guys. Bye-bye.